Well, that was a game of two halves, wasn't it? It's finished Slovan Bratislava 1 of Slovakia, Wolverhampton Wanderers of the English Premier League 2. And yeah, it's a bit of a relief. It's 3 points, not exactly at our best. It's the weirdest game, isn't it? You know, listening, obviously not there for this one. The atmosphere in the stadium with the kids and the high-pitched noises and stuff like that. A behind closed door sellout, and in the end, Wolves got the justice, got the job done by winning it 2-1. Story of the game. Well, first off, we didn't really we seemed a bit apathetic, lacking a bit of energy. They kind of did a Wolves to Wolves in the fact that they sat back and hit us in the spaces. We had a few warnings. The goal that they scored, it was kind of well taken. It was by their danger man that scored it. The number 9 striker, Sapore or whatever his name is. Correct me on that in the comments below if I got his name wrong. He's been scoring for fun, and it was a ball through. Cody tracking back. He just had a little bit of pace for Cody, but Cody got back, and I think Patricio would have saved it. But as Cody tried to put the block in, it took a slight deflection, and it took it away and into the bottom corner. Wrong-footed Patricio, and they got in front. And Wolves really never. I mean, we had a few shots. We never really got in at them. They were happy to sit back. I was worried that they were going to. Every time they came forward, they looked like, you know, how Wolves can do when we break so fast into the open space is dangerous. And it needed to change at half time. And, well, it did, didn't it? I mean, Catrone never really had a sniff. We haven't really got the ball into Jimenez. We just never really created anything, really, of any substance in the first half. He brings Traore on the second, and straight away, he's causing mayhem. We've had some, you know, one time he ran down the wing and there's players in the box, and the one player that got to it was their right back, I think, that got a touch and touched it away. He's done it again. Jimenez knocked it over to Morgan Gibbs-White, and he's hit straight at the keeper. It's come at him really fast. He's hit straight at the keeper from about 6 or 7 yards, a yard either side, and that would have been a goal. And Wolves have looked so much better. They've still been dangerous, and you know, Patricio's had to make a couple of saves when needed. But in the second half, we were such much more the better team. And the goal really from Romain Saiss, you know, it's a long punt. You know, he's hit it well. I don't know whether the keeper was unsighted, but probably the keeper would be very disappointed that it's gone in. He's got a hand to it and it's gone past him and in. And then they looked really shaky after that. They'd hit, you know, that's after about, I think, 58 minutes. And Wolves have been pushing up until that point, and then not long after that, there's a ball into the box. It looks as if it's going to be going over our player, but they've pushed. The ref picked it up. It's come to Raul Jimenez. He hardly ever misses a penalty. He's cool as ice how he takes his penalties. The keeper's moved, and he's just literally put it the other side of him in the back of the net, and that's 2-1 to Wolves. Wolves have then controlled the game pretty much from that sort of point onwards. Looked dangerous going forward. They've had to push forward. We've had a few opportunities to get in, maybe to get the third. Didn't come. And he's brought Jota on, who's made a difference as well. And then Jota literally has got 2 bookings within 60 seconds. The first one is the most ridiculous of bookings. He's tapped the ball away with his toe. The guy's come and piled into him. He's pushed him over onto the floor. He's got a yellow card. They've taken the free kick into space. Jota's tried to get back. He's clipped the guard. It's a yellow card, and he's sent off. And that means he's going to be suspended for the next match, which I think is at home to Slovan Bratislava. Wolves, you know, obviously down to 10 men, making sure that we keep in possession, see the game out. The stats are very similar. Wolves have had slightly more possession, similar sort of shots on target and shots at goal, similar corners. the main stat that's the difference is that we've won the game 2-1. And bear in mind, this is a Slovan Bratislava team. You know, Wolves are playing the circumstances that it is. They have not lost in 33 games at home. They've never been beaten in this stadium, and guess what? Wolves are the first team to beat in the stadium, and it's really positive. Braga's beaten Besiktas away, so I think they'll stay top. Wolves will now be second in the group, and with 2 home games to come out the next 3, you'd have to say that Wolves are looking quite good. It looks as if Besiktas are out of it now, and if Wolves can beat Slovan Bratislava in the next game, you know, it's almost home and dry for qualification. And yeah, so absolutely wonderful. Man of the match, I'm going to give it to Jimenez for his effort, run rate, scoring the goal. I think Troy did make a massive difference when he came on, though. Who was your man of the match? Leave your thoughts on the game below. Where have you watched it in the world? And subscribe if you're new, hit a like on the video, and yeah, feel free to share if you want. Until the next time, 3 points, 2-1, Wolves again winning away in Europe. Happy days. Come on, you Wolves.